Alright, hello. So in this video, you are going to see my guild's Vaelgor and Ezzorak kill on Mythic. Now what you are watching right now is a wipe. And I normally don't want to do a lot of editing for these videos, but I'm going to do a little bit of commentary here because I think there are some important things specifically for this fight that I want to talk about. And I have to do some editing anyways for reasons we will explain later. But for this fight, we did, I would say it's a little bit of a weird strat, at least compared to the Race to World First guilds, but I think you'll find that a lot of other guilds are going to adopt this strat, and I would not be surprised if it is the way that 90% of you end up killing this boss. We're 3-tanking it. And we're going one step further, we're triple blood decaying this fight. And this just kind of trivializes the entire encounter. Because one of the only real fail states is if the orbs just don't die fast enough, and if you have a mass grip for every single set, well, the boss is kind of a joke. And you can, with 2 blood decays, get all but 1 set. So I've seen a lot of guilds do a 3-tank strat with a second blood decay. And usually what they do is they have like one of their 2 main tanks play blood, the other one just plays whatever they were normally playing, and then they have a DPS DK swap from Unholy or whatever to blood. And that's what I've seen a lot of logs doing. I don't know if we're the first triple blood kill. Probably not, but definitely one of the few I saw, mostly because, like, how many guilds really have 3 blood DKs? But it just so happens that both my code tank and I play blood as one of our split characters, and we also have DPS DKs who were able to swap to blood, so it's just kind of a no-brainer, right? Run 3 blood DKs. But realistically speaking, like I said, if you have 2, you're fine. Just make sure that you coordinate the grips on both of those. And there's basically 2 different ways that you can 3-tank this fight. The way that I suspect most people will, and the way that we chose to do it, is you approach it as if you're 2-tanking it, and then you just have a third person as a tank who is there to, presumably as a blood DK, do the grips. And another bonus thing that you'll see us doing is our third blood DK, who in this case was Smashy. He would stand basically dead center of where we wanted all of the orbs to be. So you can see I have him as a focus target, and I would click on his gigantic raid frame and press Scorpion's Grasp. Technically, I could have made a macro, but we found that, like, macroing it could be problematic, because, like, what if they die? Like, before we had it on somebody else, so I just found it easier. Focus frame, and then if they're dead, we adapt, right? And that way it's, you know, there's no hard coding issue, whatever. Obviously, there's a lot of ways that you can do that. I'm just explaining how I chose to do it, how my raid team chose to do it. And that just makes the orbs way simpler. Overall, orbs were not an issue here. It is a messy kill for reasons that you will see. I am going to chime in towards the end of the kill because I had to edit out some of our comms because, yeah, I'll explain, but it was not a clean kill. And that, like, basically some people not doing what they're supposed to is the only thing that really gave us issues towards the end. But with the double blood, honestly, the orbs are a joke. And then if you only have 2 blood, there's one set in phase 2 where you're going to have to do, like, knocks and group them up. And then usually, like, the second blood will just individually grip in 1 or 2 of them, etc. Other thing I should note is if you want, you can kind of do like a taunt rotation on the different bosses if you have a third tank. So you can kind of cycle between Vaelgor, Ezzorak, and then like not tanking, instead of just having it so the third tank is always not tanking. That, in some ways, will lower the incoming damage on the tanks, but it does require the third tank to be aware of the swaps. They also need to know what to do with all the mechanics. Like, one of the tanks that's holding Vaelgor needs to aim the null beam correctly. I'm not gonna, like, give you a guide for this fight, right? Like, go watch Dratnos if that's what you're looking for, but obviously you want to make sure the null beam isn't aimed at the raid and people are soaking it so the circle is, like, as small as possible. You want to aim the gloom at the right locations. You kind of see, like, I'm trying to line it up by the raid markers, blah-de-blah. So if you have a third tank who doesn't know the fight quite as well, then that might be a little bit tricky. That being said, there are 2 different instances in our kill pull, because it was a little bit scuffed, where Smashy actually took over on one of the bosses. In one case, I got clipped by one of the gloom orbs that I wasn't supposed to get, so I had the debuff. And if I had soaked the next one, it would have killed me, because you take 1,000% increased damage. So after I got clipped, I called for Smashy to take Ezzorak to do my gloom, and I said, hey, Smashy, take Ezzorak, and you're aiming at orange for the next gloom soak. And, you know, he did a good job. He taunted the boss. He aimed at orange, you know, pull saved, right? And then towards the end, I die because, you know, shit hits the fan. And Smashy was able to pick up the bosses after I die, and then my co-tank gets comboed, and he's sitting there with all of his defensives ready to go, and he actually held both of them for, like, the last 5%. So Having a third tank, even if they are not actively tanking, is just really nice, because this fight murders the fuck out of tanks. It is very, very, very spooky. It's, yeah, very crazy boss, even if it ends up not being that hard in practice. Bit of a shame. Could have been fun to do some more min-maxy stuff. Either way, I will cut to the actual kill pull here, and you will hear from me again towards the very end of this kill when I have to explain why I had to do editing on this video in the first place.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tether.
Soak.
Group 1 Gloom Star.
Orb drops coming.
Mythic.
Spread.
Gorfine's Grasp. Tether.
Gloom 2 on the circle.
Group 2 Gloom Circle. Don't soak. Tether.
Ezra.
Gonna be orbs coming up. You can pick a spot now, so these ones are tight.
Spread.
Tether.
Now it's coming for Gloom 1. Get out of the way, and that's your Gloom 1.
Group
So-
1 Gloom Triangle.
Tight stack unless
Anti-magic
you get the
zone.
purple shit.
Tether.
It's coming, go to the right. Smashy, make sure you get hit by the null beam. Go here.
Tether.
If you get this breath, go to the left if you don't.
Tether.
It's on me. You guys can go. And I'll turtle, you don't have to dispel me.
Maybe.
Yep. Yeah. Oh.
I could not find you, bro.
Did I fuck that? Because I am.
That's personal with the drops here. Get ready to
Gorfine's
personal.
Grasp.
No, no, no.
Okay.
Personal now. Get him up.
You grip.
Cleave through the manifestation.
Grip the ones in front of me.
Tether.
Where's him, please?
Tether.
Using Jabib.
Spread.
This one is Group 1 Gloom on,
Group 1 Gloom
X.
Cross. Don't soak.
get over.
Taking.
I'll beam. Come.
Stop me, Pete.
Tether.
Get ready to break your tether here.
Spread.
Actually, you'll need
Get
to
the
take
spread.
this
Come
around.
back
Tether.
in. Good spots.
After this.
You'll be aiming the gloom at orange.
Group
Soak.
2 Gloom Circle.
Save Delhi!
Base. That is so slow, man. You gotta
That
be
was
faster.
fucking ridiculous.
Gloom 2, get there, get there, get there.
Taking Ezzorak.
Taking Vaelgor.
Spread.
Gorfien's Grasp.
Ready
Tether.
for spread. Finish these. Okay,
Like
everything in the
you're
kitchen sink
you're
to
at-
live here. Everything in the kitchen sink.
Spread.
This is the hardest part of the fight.
This
Gloom?
gloom is going
Don't
to
soak.
star through the raid.
Group
Everyone
1
in
Gloom
group 1
Star.
that's soaking has the personal.
Tether.
Did Mad get her sack?
Breath, get out. Breath, get out. Group 1 soak.
Tether.
It's good, it's good, it's good.
Actually, take manifestation when you can.
Now we gotta cleave through the manifestation, health pots to get yourself healthy. We need some sort of crazy throughput right now.
Rebuff some people who died.
Second pot's
Pot.
are a little.
Group 2 Gloom coming up on
You need to
triangle.
take Ezzorak
It's
off.
gonna
Yeah.
be down the middle though.
I'm
It's gonna be
dead.
down
Group
the
2
middle.
Gloom Triangle.
One of the
Take Vaelgor.
healers, Rots
Tether.
is
Me.
soaking here.
Me.
Rots is
Okay,
soaking.
fine.
Rots is soaking.
Please do
Rots
not
is
breath of
soaking.
gloom.
Going all the way behind the boss. I don't have turtle, just dispel me.
I got you. I got you.
Spread.
Taking
Spread here. Everybody spread.
Gorfien's Grasp.
Personal. Grip.
He's
Take
in a
Vael.
second. It's not up yet.
There's one straggler. Nice.
Break death. Down to 3 heals. Careful.
Yeah, use whatever you have to live. Health some
I
pots.
sent revival early.
Group 2 glue or group 1 gloom on X here. You have to come out to heal us.
All right,
Don't
Editor
soak.
Harldan back again. So you
Group
can
1
see here
Gloom
things are a little
Cross.
bit sketchy. We have a few people dead. Not a wipe, but now the final Gloom's coming out. I did just proc Purg, and this is where shit hits the fan. So you can see, as they do the
Spread.
soak, our Mistweaver dies. Now what happened is our
Tether.
Mistweaver was repeatedly calling, let me get first, let me get first, let me get first, and our Fury Warrior ignored that, ran directly on top of him, and killed him. And our Mistweaver did not take that kindly, and started calling the Fury Warrior lots of words that will not be repeated here. So I had to cut out the comms. You can see, thankfully, as I said before,
Tether.
Smashy was able to take over. My Blood DK was a little bit squishy here, especially with the healers dead, because this is actually a second Blood DK, different than the one that I killed
Right.
Chimaerus with. I leveled up and geared up a brand new one, because I basically wasted all my hero crests in the first one just to help us kill splits in the first week. This one is a little bit less geared, but has all the crests saved in case we need it. But anyways, the dragons went down, our Fury Warrior got chewed out, but a kill is a kill. There you go.